All right, y'all. We are live on this absolutely beautiful fall Sunday morning. I do pray that everybody is blessed in the name of Yeshua the Messiah, Jesus the Messiah. There's a lot I want to talk about today, y'all. I do, in fact, want to talk about my overall market sentiment. I also want to talk about the current trades that I am in, as well as the plans that I have moving forward as far as my trades go. Make sure to like the video, guys. Make sure to share the video on Twitter. Yeah, let's try and get that 750 likes today, y'all, because if we do during the stream, I will absolutely give away 0.025 Bitcoin. What it do, Swiss J? Ben Spada, what's going on? Jack to Spice? Spicy? Spice? Hey, man. What's going on, Hutch? Not financial advice. Good to see you here, man. And Crypto Rancher, God bless you. Africa Masuku, God bless you as well. God bless all of you guys. Yeah, it would be cool to finally do that giveaway, guys. So yeah, like the video, share the video. See what we can do. It's going to be more of a chill stream today, y'all. It's going to be more of a chill stream. Happy Sunday to everybody. Yeah, if you happen to worship on Sunday, well, happy Sunday to you. And if you happen to just have a normal day on Sunday, happy Sunday to you. Yes, God is good, guys. And as we move into some uncertain and dark times, it's important to anchor yourself in the Messiah, understanding that we do have an eternal purpose here, and that when it comes to this life in this world, we are simply passing through. Do not get too caught up on the material things. So Jack Too Spicy says he thinks we're going to come down a little, at least 45,200. Yes, Jeremiah Jones, I do like those concrete superior walls in the basement. Shout out to Crypto Rancher who's on the tractor listening. That's what I like to hear, my friend. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, while we wait for a few people to get in here, let's pull up the charts. Let us pull up the charts. Let me put on the scene right here. And let me see what we got going on. All right, guys. So, as a lot of you may or may not know, depending on whether or not you are in the Discord, I'm currently long and short on Bitcoin and Ethereum. And, you know, I really do enjoy trading sideways markets. I absolutely love trading sideways markets because it becomes easier to spot the good trade setups. So I'm currently long from right here at this golden pocket, and I'm short literally from right here at this point of control. And so I kind of want to go over how I found the trade setups. I know a lot of you took these trades as well. They were good trades. They had really good, clear confirmations. So, you know, Friday morning when I was doing my analysis, I saw this potential trade setup right here where price for Ethereum was coming down to a golden pocket Fibonacci. And the way we got this golden pocket support right here, if we come to our Ethereum chart, is we simply just, if I click this here, we literally pulled a fib from the low of this wick right down here to the high that we put in this little sideways range. And, you know, just for future reference, so you guys know, if we ever do get a massive dump like what we have today, and let me turn off some of these lines here just so that it cleans up the chart a little bit. Where's that other line? I don't know. I don't know where that other line's coming from. Oh, here it is. Okay. So if you ever see that we have a pump or a dump, or especially dumps, when we put in a wick like this, this is now establishing for us kind of the low of what will probably be a sideways range or an area of consolidation. In fact, it happens very often, and we've seen it so many times in crypto, where we dump, we have a massive dump, we see a lot of people getting liquidated, where price just dumps down, we see a massive wick like this, and then we consolidate for a little. In fact, we can see this same thing happening just on the way down during the crash. This is the 12-minute chart. We can see that happening on a smaller scale, right? We put in a low wick, we consolidate sideways for a little bit, before we moved down even lower. And, you know, if we go back, I don't have time in the scope of this video to go back even farther, but, you know, we can see this pattern happening very often. And so whenever you do see something like this happen, it always gives us a very good opportunity to find trade setups based on the volatility. Because whenever we have a wick like this and we get a very quick buy up, that immediately allows you to go ahead and pull a fib from the swing low to the swing high. And the best trade setups are always going to come on that Fibonacci golden pocket level. Okay, now we had more time to develop more volatility here, so I pulled the fib to two separate areas. But you know, this fib right here pulled it to this low of the wick right down here to the high that we got put in right up. I'm pretty sure I pulled this one, and you know, Friday, I was looking to say, look, we have not come down to tap this golden pocket yet. We came super close. We came super close to it, but we got a little bounce off the weekly level before we came down to the golden pocket. And I'm saying, okay, it looks like on the 12-minute chart, we're potentially going to form what I like to call the uneven butt cheeks pattern, which means that we're going to get a bullish divergence on the 12-minute time frame as we come into this golden pocket Fibonacci area. And so fast forward to Friday night, and what happens is basically as we do come down into that golden pocket area, we can see that on the 12-minute time frame, what we did was we put in a lower low into the golden pocket, and on the 12-minute time frame, we put in a higher low. This is called a bullish divergence. So really, this is exactly what I was hoping for, right? Not exactly the way, you know, I didn't, the wave came down lower than I had predicted here. But we can see that the pattern I was looking for, we're putting in a lower low into the golden pocket, right? Lower low into the golden pocket, bullish divergence on the 12-minute. That did play out. So that was the trigger to enter the trade, and it was a nice bounce right off the bat. We got a very nice bounce out of the golden pocket, as we can see. We even had a bullish divergence on the 1 hour. Of course, that didn't confirm for 2 hours after we got the bounce. But, you know, we continued up from there. And this morning we had come right up to this area of resistance. This morning we come up to an area of resistance, a great place to take profit. We hit the golden pocket, but above us on the golden pocket, we had this point of control. And this is the point of control, the highest volume node out of this entire range here, that basically I pulled from the dump to our current price action to give us a value area of what we've been trading here for the past few days. When did we get that dump on? It was on Rosh Hashanah when we got the dump, Yom Teruah. So I was at religious services during the dump. So from that day, when was that? Monday? Tuesday? I think it was Monday night. I don't remember. But whatever the case, we're analyzing the volume in this sideways range, and we're coming up to the highest volume node, meaning most of the Ethereum was bought and sold at this exact price right here at this white line. And so, you know, I'm like, okay, this is a great take profit for the long trade. And it was a juicy long, guys. This is I have 15x leverage right here. And then I'm like, all right, we're coming up to a resistance, guys. We have a 786. We have a point of control right here. This would actually make a great place for a short if we get a bearish divergence on the 12-minute time frame right into these areas of resistance. And so, you know, a few minutes later, I'm in the gym doing some squats and deadlifts. And literally, I'm squatting 405 pounds for a double. I'm like all the way at the bottom of the squat when I get the alert that I better go check the charts. So I did. I had to quickly squat that weight up, guys. If you ever want to increase the speed at which you can do a certain lift, have trade alerts going off while you're literally in the hole for a squat. And we got an extremely clean rejection off of that point of control. It was clean, guys. Look at how clean this rejection was, literally to the dollar. Literally. It was very clean. I have not seen such a clean rejection in a while. It was so clean that, you know, I said that the chickens got a bath today and they were drinking the bath water. Look at that wick, that chicken drinking wick. And then, yeah, I ended up hitting my first real take profit. I hit 2 take profits so far. Baruch Yeshua. This is a nice trade right here. This is a juicy trade, guys. So that's currently where I'm at right now as far as Ethereum goes. And the reason I'm talking about Ethereum is because pretty much this is the juiciest trade that I'm in now. So why did I have my take profits there? Let me put back on the fixed range. The reason why I had my take profit at 3422 is because that was the golden pocket, right? So if we're shorting the next area, basically what I'm doing is I'm looking for areas of support and resistance. People are like, where do I take profit? Where's the take profit? The take profits are always going to be the next levels of support and resistance. Okay, so the first take profit I did was right here, simply because we can see that this line right here was a resistance twice before we came up to this high. And then, my second take profit was down here at this 0.65. And I currently don't have another take profit set. I should have put one on the 618. But you know what? We didn't even hit that 618. So I'm going to go ahead and set a take profit for 3408. In fact, let me do that right now for the people in my Discord here. By the way, guys, if you do want to get into the Discord, you can do that by becoming a Patreon at patreon.com/Jason Casper. This is where I post my daily technical analysis updates. And, sometimes I do wax very detailed. Like this is today's analysis, very detailed. My Ethereum analysis was also just basically I'm pointing out the levels I'm looking to trade, sharing my trading plans. And let me just open up Bybit here for the ETH short. Wow, did my Ethereum trade just hit another take profit? No, it didn't. But I might as well take a little profit here because I take profit early, guys. I take profits early. I'm not big into I'm not big into the greed, honestly. The reason I'm able to actually do this is because of the fact that I take profits early, I lock in the trade. So I'm going to go ahead and set a take profit at 3408. Just a small one, 3408. Let me just tell the folk in here. Yeah. Yeah. So this is one of the reasons why I really like the sideways ranges, because it's becomes easy to find those good trade setups. And now potentially, after this pump, we will be trading. Who knows, right? We might trade sideways for a little bit. But I would think that we would come down a little bit more. And here's why I think we're going to come down a little bit more for Ethereum. We rejected off of a very important resistance, which is a point of control. And the point of control of a range acts as resistance if we are below it and support if we're above it. So, if we hit into it, it's very likely that we will make our way back down to the low of the value area, which just so happens to be right around here. And we can see right around here, we also have if I just put a line here, we can see that this line, which is the value area low of the local range, is acting as resistance, resistance, resistance. And so there's a lot of good reason to think why, if we reject it off the point of control, we'll come back down to the low of the range, which also happens to be just a level of support and resistance. I mean, look at this. It was support perfectly here, support perfectly here, support here, and then resistance, resistance, resistance. So, I think that's a good area potentially to look for a take profit on the short if we come down there. But if we go to the higher time frame, like the 1 hour, we're printing a red dot. And, I don't know how far down we're going to come. I'm keeping my long open for sure. And, the fact that we found support twice on this 618 here is showing, a bullish sign, right? This could be a bull flag. Obviously I'm short, so I was just kind of looking at this from more of a bearish perspective. But if we do take a look at this from I was looking at it from a bearish perspective, considering I'm short, saying, yeah, let's come down. We've got the red dot on the 1 hour. And if that red dot continues on the 2 hour, we could come down a little bit more. Perhaps also the VWAP would be a good area to take profit. But when we look at the money flow, on Ethereum, we can see it's about to cross up on Market Cipher B, which, you know, to me is a very bullish sign. It's a very bullish sign. So, you know, I would kind of expect perhaps something like this, where we cool off a little bit, and then because the 4 hour still has a ways to go, right, before it prints a red dot. If the 4 hour prints a red dot like here, that's that would, you know, obviously we'd probably have to close out our longs from down here and just hold the short. But for right now, the 4 hour still has a long ways to go. And not only that, if we just put a yeah, look at this, right? On the 4 hour time frame, from the close of this candle to the close of this candle, we did put in a bullish divergence. Did we? I don't even know, actually. Is this a bullish divergence? It looks like we had perfectly horizontal momentum waves print here, and we had a money flow cross under. So, man, I'm actually kind of neutral. I was very bullish on Friday, expecting a huge move up for the weekend, which we absolutely got, guys. Which we absolutely did get. We got a good move up for the weekend, right? On Friday, my live stream, I was telling everyone I was super bullish for the weekend, not financial advice. Pikachu had upside down glasses. Telling y'all I was looking for longs. And, you know, this weekend we got, for Ethereum, a 10% move to the upside. Just hit my take profit too. That's cool. Yeah, so my next take profit is going to be that VWAP. Next take profit is 33.72. Yeah. Let's dump it, y'all. Let's dump it. Wow. Let's dump it. 33.72. Another little, just take little chunks out. That's how I roll, actually. That's how I roll. It's a nice trade, guys. It's up about 90% in profit right now. Nice. So yeah, I'm going to take profit at the VWAP, and then let's see about the let's see here. I had some levels on the chart. The previous day point of control is coming down there around 33.05. The previous day value area high is coming around 33. Yeah, we'll see what happens as we get there. I just want to manage this as we get there. The 2 hour money flow is keeping me a little bit bullish, and yeah, cool. So let's kind of take a zoomed out look here at Ethereum, and we'll take a zoomed out look. So on the daily time frame, I don't really see too many things that are making me overly bearish on the daily time frame. In fact, money flow's coming up, right? Money flow's getting thicker. We do not have a bearish divergence on the daily time frame, right? We do not have that. On Bitcoin, we do, but on Ethereum, we don't. We just have money flow and momentum increasing on the daily time frame. The happy wappy is extremely happy. It is pointing up. It looks like within a day or two, we potentially may print a green dot. If we go to a higher time frame like the 3-day, this is where, I don't really see anything bearish. Like before the major crash, we had a very clear bearish divergence where price made that massive pump to the high and momentum made a low on the 3-day time frame. You know, trading these higher time frames is really nice for swing trades too, because I mean, look, you could have got in a short right here, and I think I may have. I was rewatching some of my course material last night, and I was in these massive shorts on Bitcoin and Ethereum that were up like 700%. I know I got in some nice shorts on the way down there. But right now, on the 3-day, with just momentum is coming up, money flow is getting thicker. Even though the VWAP is pointing down, we could still consider this a healthy uptrend, right? We had a move from the low to the high, and let's see if we got a bounce off of our fib level. Yeah, we found some really nice support around that 382. I'd say that this is nice support, especially if we are going to continue in the uptrend. And we did get, like I said, some very nice support. We got a strong bounce off of that, almost piercing through it once and then coming back down to retest, affirming that indeed is our support. Just kind of missed it, right? But even still, I'd say that this does not look overly bearish, especially if we're now getting the momentum coming up on the daily time frame. Go to the 12-hour time frame, Market Cipher B. We got the fresh green dot that just printed here. We come down to the 8-hour, and we have the momentum still coming up. Money flow is coming down on these time frames, though. We need to also understand that the money flow is coming down, but we have a big BitBoy dot on the 6-hour. So I'm honestly kind of overall bullish for Ethereum, and I'm kind of hoping that the long that I took from right down here in this golden pocket, I will be able to hold this to a higher high. I'm actually hoping to hold that long as a swing trade to a higher high. I had a nice take profit right here at the golden pocket, and I'm not going to really take profit on the long again unless we come up above these areas. I'd be fine if that trade got stopped out in profit right now, and I'm short as well, so I'm in a good position. The only thing is, because of the 1 hour, I do think we need to consolidate or cool off for a little bit, potentially coming back down to 33.20-ish, right? Around this support area right here. I think we've got the VWAP, and then we've got the value area low, I think, are two good areas for support. So I'm popping in the chat here. What's going on, guys? Got almost 300 people in here. Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get the likes up. So let's see if we got any questions in here. I'm trying to get 750 likes. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. But if, guys, you do not understand the terminologies and things that I am using here, then check out jasoncaspertrading.com, because this is my trading course that it will give you the knowledge and the skills that you need to become a more confident, more profitable trader. This is everything I wish I had known before I started trading, where basically I distill down everything that I use to trade and present it to you in a very methodical, step-by-step approach. And I do my very best to communicate these concepts clearly to you in order, so that instead of getting a piece of the puzzle from over here and a piece over there and you don't have a complete picture, I'm giving you the pieces in order so that you can know what to look for. We go over all the TA, some testimonials here, changing the way thousands of people approach the charts. And I am humbled by the amount of messages I get from people telling me how much this course has helped them. I'm humbled by it. It's truly an amazing position to be in. And assuming you've never even looked at a chart before, we go over all the technical analysis you need to know. We go over Market Cipher in extreme detail, how I use my primary trading indicator to enter trades using various different strategies, which I show you here, from beginner level strategies to more advanced. I'll be showing you strategies you can use even if you're a new trader. If you stick to what I tell you and don't let your psychology and your mind play games on you, you can do pretty well as a beginner if you just stick to the basic strategies and then the more advanced strategies, so you can get the ninja trade entries like this. This is pretty ninja right here, right? This is pretty ninja. We're shorting at the exact high like that, and I've had some ninja longs too. This long is not the most ninja. As you can see, we dip down below the golden pocket for a little bit. We talk about stop losses. We talk about everything. Risk management, very important. There's a 30% discount in the description of the video. This is the last day for the discount. Shout out to Alexandros, my favorite Greek person. There's currently a 30% discount on the course. The This is the last day for it, guys. Also, this is the VIP Discord link. Shout out to Larice Gons, who says, when I'm a multimillionaire because of trading, I'm giving Jason the biggest shout out ever. This guy's information is insane. I appreciate that, Larice. I really do. Gardenification asks a question. Can you ask that again? If I only risk $10 of $1,000, you can only buy 0.005 of a Bitcoin at 20x to make 1%. $10 profit. Price has to move $2,000. I don't have time to get into that, but I do go over risk management and different ways I do it in the course. Awesome, Ethan. I'm glad to hear that the course is doing well for you. Also, guys, if you do want to use my Bybit affiliate link to get another Bybit account, you can. Of course, you don't have to. But as a YouTuber, YouTube is a business for me, and one of the things I do is I affiliate market. Also, PHEMEX, guys, you can use my affiliate link if you want to. Of course, you don't have to. You don't have to do anything. So Lancer Evo wants to know, how do I identify a trigger wave? Well, the way I identify a trigger wave is any consecutive wave that's higher than the previous wave. That's really it. That's really it for me. I especially look at big old BitBoy dots as trigger waves. So if I see, and this is something that I think could be very helpful for you. If you see on a 12-minute chart or a 6-minute chart or even a 1-hour chart, a big old BitBoy green dot, and you see that we've gotten a bounce from it. Okay, let's take a look. We have the big old BitBoy dot. Shout out to Crypto Yacht for that video. That was hilarious, man. Shout out to BitBoy, by the way. Shout out to Ben Armstrong, holding it down as the largest cryptocurrency YouTube channel on the internet. And yeah, he's a good guy, and he's also he provides the cryptocurrency infotainment for our generation, right? So if you see one of these big dots printing, and you see we've gotten a move to the upside, and you see that we have just missed bouncing off of an important area of support. Of course, we did get a bounce off of a weekly level of support here, right? We're never going to bounce off of a random level, and if it looks like we are, it just means that we're not doing as much TA as we could do, because, you know, for me, a lot of times when it looks like we're bouncing off a random level, in hindsight, we're not. We're bouncing off of a level, right? So we come down to the golden pocket. What I was doing here is I'm like, okay, we're getting the big dot. This now I'm going to act as if this is an anchor wave. And any consecutively higher wave that we print here, I will consider a trigger wave. Now the best trade setups are always going to be when you get that anchor trigger wave, but the price from the initial bounce comes down lower than where that first initial bounce was and bounces out of a very important area of support. And so that's kind of how I identify anchor trigger wave. Let's just go to a chart and see if we can find anchor trigger waves. So right here, this would be an anchor wave. This would be a trigger wave. Okay, this would be an anchor wave. This would be a trigger wave. And this would also be a trigger wave because it's consecutively higher. And something else that I like to do, and you don't have to do it, but it helps. It just helps. Is if you're looking at money flow, that will also help you determine anchors or triggers. It's easier to see on a lower time frame. Let's go to maybe the 12-minute. But if you see money flow coming up as well during these trigger waves, that is confirmation to you that it really is a trigger wave and a continuation of the trend. Money flow on Market Cipher is one of the most important things. So look at this. We got our anchor wave down here with the big old BitBoy green dot. We got our trigger wave right here, right, for our bounce. And believe it or not, guys, I mean, you know, talk about golden pockets being awesome, but look at this, right? Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I thought that second bounce was out of a golden pocket too, but I guess not. That's so weird. Maybe Bitcoin got the second bounce out of a golden pocket, but did this bounce off of any important level? Maybe it bounced off of a 786 fib. Let's check it out. Kind of. Well, whatever the case, and I did not trade here at all. I was already long from down here, just holding that. Because right here, when we see that money flow is curving up, this is telling us, if you're purely a momentum trader and you're not really using your levels too much, this is telling us this is going to be a nice pump right here. Look at what happens after this prints. Boom, we get a nice pump. It's because the money flow is coming up. So if you see that the money flow is coming up as we're getting anchor, higher wave, anchor, trigger, then that's a sign that is very likely we're going to get a nice move to the upside if we're looking for longs. And the opposite is true for shorts. And something else that is important is, we can identify waves, also anchor waves, because we can see the pivot, right? Look at this. We can clearly see that this is the lowest wave here, right? To our left, we have higher waves. To our right, we have higher waves. Right here as well. To our left, we have a higher wave. To our right, we have a higher wave. This is showing us this is the anchor wave, but we don't really know that until hindsight. And so that's why we have to use multiple time frames, because if we see momentum waves and money flow coming up on the 1 minute, that's giving us a clue that, on the 12 minute, we're also going to see that. Just because remember, time frames, the 12-minute time frame is a zoomed out version of the 1 minute time frame, 12 times farther out. And so, because we're understanding that we're looking at the same thing from a different resolution, then if we're seeing on the 1 minute, in fact, let's go to the 1 minute right now. Look at this on the 1 minute, right? As we are about to get our bounce, as we're coming down, actually to the VWAP, it looks like, to get that bounce, we can see anchor, trigger. And so then we'll put a vertical line here. Then when we come back to the 12 minute, we can see that, before that 12 minute green dot even confirms, right? And we're still just, we haven't confirmed that dot. We're just somewhere around here. We can tell that the wave isn't going to come down like this and give us, a deeper wave that would annul this anchor and trigger. But because the 1 minute is coming up, we can get a good idea that this is going to be a juicy trigger. And we can use this exact logic and reasoning and looking at Market Cipher to take it from the 12 minute and go to the 1 hour. So, on the 1 hour, for example, we saw anchor trigger on the 1 hour as we were coming down to our long, right? But because the 12 minute was having money flow and momentum waves coming up as we were coming into our entry, then we had more confidence on the 1 hour that we were also going to be able to get this anchor and trigger right here, because we could see the lower time frames were moving in our favor. And it just is a skill of looking at Market Cipher across multiple time frames to kind of get the idea of where things are moving in general. And I go over that a lot in the course. I go over a lot in the course where we're looking at Market Cipher from multiple time frames, kind of seeing how you can interpret the lower time frames to the higher time frames and vice versa. So yeah. Let's see here. Shana Tova, Ariel. Brachot. Blessings to you. Crypto Pumpet is shilling me in my own chat. Thanks, Crypto Pumpet. Shout out to Alexandros. He learned 99.9% of his trading from Jason, and he turned him into a profitable trader. Awesome, man. I am so honored to hear that. Thank you. Shout out to the engineer. It's his first day in the Discord. I hope you got in on those scalps, man. Where did I pull the fib from for the golden pocket? Asks Crypto Steph. Guys, let's get the likes up, man. Got only half the people like the video. Give it a like. Give it a share. Let's get it. Let's get 750 likes. I really want to do that giveaway. Okay, so where did I pull to get this golden pocket from right here, Crypto Steph, was just from the high to the low. So after we got the long down here at this golden pocket, immediately, whenever we get a pivot, whenever we get a bounce, you should be thinking, where's the next area of resistance, right? Because you know, you always have to be thinking a step ahead. You always have to be thinking a step ahead. Where's the next resistance? Where's the next support? So as we're dumping down, right, you should be thinking, where's the next support where I would really like to take along? Okay, this is it for me. This was it for me. Because, you know, we had a really nice fib confluence here. We have a 382 here also. You can't really see it too well. But we do have a 382. And we have a golden pocket. And so now that we get the bounce off of there, it's like, okay, where's our next resistances? So you should be pulling the fib from the high to the low where we got the bounce. It's like, okay, our next resistances are, we got a golden pocket here. We have very nice confluence right here with a point of control and a 786. And so then you should be planning out your next short from that resistance and say, I'm only going to short it if I get my confirmations on Market Cipher. So, yeah. Shout out to Frito O and RM Cortez. Of course, I will add more to my course as time goes on. And yes, Milano, I did see the Crypto face reveal. I watched that whole trailer, the 14-minute trailer. Doesn't really seem like my kind of show, but if Crypto Face was in it, I would totally watch it. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Yes, you need Market Cipher for the course, RM. It's highly recommended. It's very highly recommended. Because it's my primary trading indicator. And, you know, there's Market Cipher ripoffs out there, and I'm telling you, you could probably get by with them, but you are never going to be able to catch something like this right here, okay? This kind of trigger wave telling you so clearly that we're going to get a pump, because the Market Cipher rip-offs don't have the money flow. They do not have the money flow. They just don't. So, let's see here. Yeah. It's weird, but they just don't. So, yeah, it's highly recommended for me to take the course for sure. Highly recommended. Yeah, Bitcoin might also print the green dot in the daily. Yeah, should we look at Bitcoin? Market Cipher versus Lux Algo. 100% Market Cipher. 100%. I'm not a big fan of those algos, especially not Lux Algo. Especially not. You know, Market Cipher is here's the thing. I hate buy-sell indicators. I hate them because they discourage you from learning how to do TA. Market Cipher is a tool that goes hand in hand with your technical analysis. Market Cipher is giving you, because you're doing your technical analysis, and then Market Cipher is saying whether or not you should take a trade. If you're using Lux Algo or any algo, you're never going to be able to get the top or the bottom. You're never going to be able to. You're going to get part of the move. With Market Cipher, you can literally ninja trade the tops and the bottoms. I mean, I've gotten some nice trades, and of course, not every trade is I'm shorting the top, but I mean, you know, this is just such a clear indication on Market Cipher because you're not waiting for something to tell you to buy or sell. You're watching it in real time as it's forming on the chart, as you're coming up to your level, which you did, not some stupid level that an algo painted on a chart. You know? Yeah. Yeah, I know rip-offs have the money flow, but it's a different money flow. It's a different money flow. So it's messed up. It's messed up big time. So it could, you know. Yeah, Eugenio, yes. This indicator has a very messed up money flow. It's a messed up money flow. Okay, what does PD stand for in POC? It stands for the previous day point of control. So if you go to a daily time frame here, and you you just turn on an indicator called session volume. Let's see here, session volume. We can see that these white lines here that are on the chart, these are giving us a volume profile for each and every day. And right here we can see a previous day point of control. And here is today's current point of control up here. And 2 days ago's point of control was down here, and then, you know, and so that's kind of what I'm looking at. And then the value area lows and value area highs are these, you know, if we're looking at these market profiles here, you know, the value area low is basically where the volume profile just stops, right? So if we turn off our price action here, we can see clearly the value area low high for today and the value area low for today as well. And then the value area high, value area low as well for yesterday is based on these little market profiles here. You can also, if you have something like exo charts, you can also see that in exo charts, you know, as well. This is for Bitcoin. Yeah, that's basically what that is, just showing you the previous day stuff, right? That's what that stands for, PD. PD. P. Diddy. Am I bullish or bearish? Well, long term, guys, I'm kind of bearish. Medium term, I'm bullish. And short term, I'm neutral. CryptoManic says you don't need the money flow. Well, CryptoManic, you know, whatever works for you, man. You know, I'm not here to tell people what to do. I'm just saying for me, you know, I prefer the official, the one that works the best. Here's the thing, guys. If you are going to, what the heck? If you are going to invest money and try and do this professionally, why would you not want the best tools at your disposal? Why would you want to, you know, I don't know what else to say but half-ass something that, you know, if we're doing this to become more self-sufficient, you know, why not invest in it, right? Shout out to the Ukraine who's going to legalize crypto. Yes, Nemanja, you always have access to the course if you buy it, and you'll always have access to the new content. So Pop Inou says PD in French means gay. Well, gay in English means happy, so that's cool. It's the happy point of control, guys. It's the happy point of control. Lance Evo, do I pray before I trade? I don't, man. But I do pray every day in the morning before I do anything else. And I do pray that the Lord would give me wisdom in my trading. And but it's not like every trade I say a prayer first. I do not. Shout out to Helvetica Freezes. Yeah, I usually come on here on Sundays. Even though sometimes I don't trade on Sunday. Okay, my game plan right now, Adrian's783 wants to know. Well, and then we can get into some Bitcoin too. But my game plan for right now is really just to trade my levels. You know, I'm already loaded up in some nice positions here. So, you know, for the most part, I'm not really eyeing up any trade at the moment. I actually have a lot of work to do today. This is Bitcoin here. This is a Bitcoin short that I took this morning also. In fact, you know what? This is a good place to take some Bitcoin profit, seriously. Even though momentum's still coming down, money flow is coming back up. Let me just pop in here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like to, I like to take profits early. So, let me just place a little limit order here. Wow, yeah, we're pumping up. We're pumping up now. Okay, I'm just going to mark it a little tiny bit out here. Interesting. Interesting. You know, it is interesting that the USDT pair it moves behind the USD pair often. So I was actually able to fill that limit order even though we're pumping on the USD pair. So Bitcoin has also been trading very technically. This was a short that I gave this morning in the Discord. Yeah, this was it this morning, where, you know, as I'm watching price come into this golden pocket and this point of control, rejecting off the point of control, I also see that we have a daily area of resistance above us, as well as the 0.65 that we never hit. And so I'm like, well, we never printed a bearish divergence as we rejected off this point of control, which makes me think this is an anchor wave. This is an anchor wave, because if we get a hard rejection like that, and we have not printed a divergence, my mind immediately goes to, we're going to get another pump up and then reject from higher. And this is the fake out to stop everybody out and get everybody wrecked. So because we didn't print that trigger wave yet, and we only had the anchor wave, I'm like, all right, if we come up here and we get the trigger wave on the Market Cipher B, then I will short from this area. And that is what happened. We got the wait, was that today? Yeah, that was today, right? Wait a second. Yes, yeah, this was today. This was the short that I was eyeing up here, right? This is the 12-minute time frame. We rejected off of here, and I'm like, okay, we didn't print a trigger wave. We just have an anchor wave. I could come in for a scalp if we come up higher and then reject. And so that's what happened. We came up higher, and we didn't hit the 0.65, but I shorted it anyway because we came up higher into that point of control / golden pocket with the bearish divergence, as we can clearly see here. And so I took profits early, moved the stop loss to the entry, and I just took some more profit here because it's just too juicy to let it go to waste, guys. It is too juicy to let it go to waste. Let me see here. Yeah, it's too juicy to let it go to waste. So, you know, might as well take some nice profit here. Wait a second. This is a long trade. Where's my short trade? Man, I'm flopping and groping. Guys. What the heck did I just post in here? This is my long. Hang on. I just took some profit on my short. That's all that matters. So, yeah. So overall for Bitcoin, interesting. We're getting the pump. Getting another little rejection. Let me clean up the chart a little bit. I'll tell you guys what I think about the corn, about the Bitcoin. And by the way, you know, if anybody's watching this and you totally don't get what I'm talking about, check out the course. This course will walk you through all the stuff. It will walk you through all the stuff, and you will be able to understand my approach, my mindset, how I find the trade setups, what I'm looking for. And this is not financial advice. This is entertainment only, guys. I'm an entertainer. Green dot printing on the 9-minute for ETH. Let's get it though. Let's get it though, because, you know, because we're long also. We're long and short. We are long and short. Algo is popping. Yeah, I need to get into Algo. Shalom, Mr. Mech 4s. And Vanessa says it's hitting that line of resistance. Okay. Do I think it's good to long here? Personally, no, Vanessa. I personally, I do not like to long resistances. There's a reason they call it resistance. It's because we find resistance there. I like to long support and short resistance. So if we are going to break out of here, I would wait for us to come back to a support. And what I would do is I would maybe pull a fib to see, do we have any supports coming up? Are we tapping into any kind of support? Let's see. Do we have any kind of support? Well, what do you know? We do have some support right here around the 382. And so if we come back down to the 382, or if we come down to maybe the Fibonacci 0.5, this is not financial advice, this is just my thought process on how I trade, I would then look for something like this. If we come down to the golden pocket, I would be looking on the 6-minute time frame for us to print some kind of nice big wave, okay? And then some kind of not as big wave like that. I would kind of want to see us do something like this. I would want to see us come down again, maybe get a bounce off the 0.5, come up a little bit, and then boom, and then get a bounce off of there, which would give us a bullish divergence. This is where I would long. I would not long when we come up to a resistance. There's a reason they call it resistance, you know, and there's a reason they call it support. So that's what I think, Vanessa. Rico, could I look at Hex? I cannot right now, Rico, but in the VIP Discord, I will be doing some. I will be doing some TA on those on some other altcoins, right? Like I was doing TA on Sol this week. Man, Sol, guys. I mean that was pretty dang juicy. That Sol short. That was such a juicy short. That was a blessing. So, you know, the short from 214. This was a trade setup that I posted in the VIP stream last week. I did a impromptu altcoin stream in here, and my level to short was 213. We came up to about 216. I shorted at 214, and this is, I'm not saying this to be braggadocious, but it's true. The Sol short is the best short you could have taken for Sol in the history of Bybit. If we look at the Sol chart here, on Bybit, in all the history, go to the daily time frame, zoom out here, okay? This is literally the juiciest short from 214 that you could have taken in the history of Sol being on Bybit. You know, look at that. That's juicy. That was a 20% move. The profits for Sol are insane. We have not had a 20% drop in all the history that Sol has been on Bybit. We had a 17% drop. This is a 19% drop. Well, I guess we might have had something like that here. So maybe I'm wrong. Okay, yeah, I'm wrong, guys. We did have a. Well, I'll have to see how the volatility kind of happened with that. Maybe, yeah, okay, so I'm wrong. It's the second best short you could have taken. There you go. The second best short you could have taken on Bybit. So that's a nice short. And who knows, right? Who knows? Maybe we'll come down lower. I'm still in the short, by the way. I'm still in the short, and you know, money flow is coming down on the 4-hour, and I have yet to see a bullish divergence on the 1-hour. Right, I did get in. I got into a Sol trade on when we got this anchor trigger. I got into a long here, which did get stopped out last night, but I'm still holding the short. And for the long, I'm really waiting for a divergence to form here. I think we can get another drop into a very key area. You guys know where that is. Yeah, let's see here. If we hit the POC again, will the rejection be as strong as... okay. Montaz, Rocco wants to know, if we hit the point of control again, will the rejection be as strong as the first time? It could be. It could absolutely be. It could even be stronger. If something like this happens, right, where now on the 1 hour time frame, if we get another pump up to above the point of control and then lose it, and we get a bearish divergence on the hourly, that could really be a hard rejection where we would come down. I would expect us to come back down for sure to the lows again, right? But if we're not printing the divergences, then we're not going to get a rejection. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's less likely. Less likely. When do you exit swing trades? RJEP wants to know. Well, you exit a swing trade along the way up or along the way down. You never know. You're not just going to enter a trade. Well, some people might, okay? I never enter a trade and just set a take profit, right? I never do. But what I do is I will take profit along the way. I will enter a trade, a potential swing trade. Like right now, I'm in a potential swing trade for Ethereum, right? This long that I'm in for Ethereum, and Bitcoin even, but mostly for Ethereum, because Bitcoin is a little different situation for me right now. But this could potentially be a swing sideways range. It's possible with bullish on the higher time frames. I've already taken 2 profits out of here. I still have a big portion of the position open. Like I think I have about like half of it open still, which is fine because I've made my money on the day trade, and if it turns into a swing trade, trust me, 50% of a position open. You have to think of it this way: the goal should be to make money over time, right? So if I'm long from down here, and I am up right now 8-9%, right? I've taken profit. Well, if I only have half of the position open, but Ethereum does come up to hit a new all-time high, you have to think that, you know, we're at 10%, but if we hit a new all-time high, that's 30%, which means I'm still going to be able to take a lot of profit out of there, even with half the position. With a smaller position, if the price comes up more, I'm still going to be making a lot of profit from there. So the trick is just don't get greedy with it. Take profit early and approach every trade. This is not financial advice. This